Okay, folks, in this segment, I found a story that I thought was super interesting I'm going to talk about. It's something that like people maybe are aware of or are subconsciously aware of, but Facebook actually keeps people in a pretty serious political echo chamber. So here's what's going on. Facebook's news feed can actually shape how people see the world. There's this algorithm behind those sites that determines which news shows up and what news is important for you. Now, the goal for this is to give people news that's relevant and that they're interested in so they stay on the site for as long as possible. But what people are now finding out is that these algorithmic feeds encourage bias even when they don't mean to. So Facebook is the biggest news publisher in the world. Millions and millions of people every single day log on to Facebook before they log on anywhere else to see what's going on in the world. They share their stories, they see what their friends are doing. But more often than not, Facebook is giving people political stories. And it turns out that behind the scenes, Facebook is feeding people, based on their algorithm, either information that's left-leaning or right-leaning. And you are rarely going to see in your news feed a story that is from the right-wing perspective. Now,
unless your friends are all from the right wing.
Even if your friends are all from the right wing, more often than not, you're not even going to see their posts. So, believe it or not, folks, there is actually a site that you can go on to see how Facebook determines you. So yeah, I did it. I'll give you guys the link. I'll see if I can pull it up here, and I'll tell you what it is. Okay, here we go. So when I logged in, you can go into the back end of Facebook, and one of the things that Facebook actually has for your profile is a list of all of these keywords that they use for advertisers. So when people are advertising things, it gives you like, you know, what are you interested in? Like you're interested in rock and roll music and football and blah, blah, blah. But for almost every single person, they have a couple categories related to politics. So they have moderate, they have liberal, very liberal, and then conservative and very conservative. So when I logged in, I noticed that for me, my Facebook tag is very liberal. So when I log onto Facebook and I go into my account, and I'm sure it's pretty similar for you, Richard, I see the same stuff. What?
I'm not very liberal.
No, you're a hard right Tea Party maniac.
Hard right. I'm centrist.
Well, what your Facebook feed probably would tell you different.
I'm not a centrist.
So yeah, I basically all day get fed articles from like Think Progress and Huffington Post and The Atlantic and all of these progressive organizations over and over again, right? And here's where this becomes problematic, Richard. When you are only being fed information that affirms the beliefs that you already have, it can be very dangerous. It can be polarizing for us as a country, and it also doesn't help people to grow as an individual.
That's true.
When you're only seeking out information that confirms the worldview that you already have, it's very difficult to grow, right? So the problem we're running into now is Facebook's just trying to make money, right? Like their ultimate goal is we want people to be on our website for as long as possible every day. And people generally aren't interested in being challenged, right? Like the last thing people want to do when they're trying to relax on Facebook is to read.
People relax on Facebook?
I don't know what they do. They zone out. What was the verb that you used to describe stalk on Facebook?
No, I don't Facebook stalk.
Everyone else does. That's
Facebook stalks.
People use Facebook for stalking.
I'm tired, America. I'm tired of Facebook stalking me.
Facebook knows. So, anyway, here's the point of the story, Richard. Right now, we're in a weird section where people are more comfortable like giving up more of their control to companies like Facebook. And as a result of this, Facebook is interested in maximizing profits. So, in exchange, Facebook wants you on their site as much as possible. They're not going to upset you by showing you things that you don't agree with, and therefore we all get stupider. What do you think?
I mean, I think there's some truth to that. Like, for example, I follow Donald Trump on Facebook, but I never get all the Donald Trump posts.
You follow him on Facebook?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I follow him.
You like him?
No, I follow.
I follow. Oh, so you do. Follow is like you get the information.
Yeah, I
but
know what he's
you
saying.
don't have to like.
Like when he came up with like the Make America Great Again membership card, I saw it and I looked into it and I clicked the link to read about it. I mean,
I thought those membership cards were actually a good idea. I think it was pretty smart.
Clearly
marketing.
He got it too.
No, I didn't. I saw it on the news. But I think it's actually pretty clever. It's like, I mean, it's similar to like Trump University. Like, if you give people something shiny with their name on it, they'll give you their money.
It's a con. It's a con, even though all my stuff have my name on it. Anybody who knows me knows that everything has my name on it, including the verse that I'm wearing right now, which has my name embossed.